Yo, what up, Nyalkos? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live from your mama's house. Doing my thing as I usually do. Today, gonna talk about bossy girls, kinda. It's gonna kinda be about bossy girls. Now, when I speak about what I'm about to speak about, I want you guys to understand one thing. This is my opinion. One thing everyone needs to understand is you deserve what you accept. That's all relationships are. It's you getting what you allow. That's all a relationship is. So if there's a girl who's with a man who cheats on her every night, and she knows this too, and she knows it, and he cheats on her every night, but yet she still loves him, she deserves it. Because as long as she has the freedom to leave, there's no one to blame at all. Because both parties are satisfied with the other person. That's why they stay together. A relationship is you deserving what you accept. Now, sometimes things happen you don't know. Well, of course that doesn't count. That's why people lie and stuff, because they know you won't accept certain things, so they lie about it. And that's when you're being unfaithful in your relationship. Not just when you're cheating, but when you start lying, making these big, unneeded lies to hide your indiscretions in general. So a relationship is, once again, you deserving what you accept. So whether you have a girl who's a friend, whether you have a girl who's your girlfriend, a girl's your fiance, a girl's who's your woman, how does she treat you? Well, however she treats you, that's what you deserve. You deserve what you accept. I've said it so many times I forgot how to say it, but I can't stress it enough. You deserve what you accept. Now let me start explaining certain things to you guys. Now, understanding that we all deserve what we accept, I'd like to give my opinion on certain things. For me, girls have certain levels depending on things they do for me. The more things a woman does for me, the more things she can make me do for her. So let's say, for example, I don't go out and buy girls drinks ever. Never do. I don't even go out with women, especially in the wintertime. You're not getting me outside. A lot of you are asking about, where's the girls? Dude, it's fucking freezing. And usually the people I have come over, it's just me and that person. I'm going to have some get together soon if you guys want to meet some more Russian girls or whatever, but this ain't summer. If you knew me last winter, it was the same thing. Last winter I was with 3 girls the whole winter. Then when summer came, it exploded. That's what happens every year. You guys got to learn me by now. But anyway, back to the thing. The more they do for me, the more I allow them to make me do for them. So if I meet a girl, I'm not buying her drinks. But once we get close, she comes over, we do things, whatever, she visits me, whatever, I will start buying her drinks as soon as she asks for it. Let me give you an example of something I did one time in a bar. I was with a girl, and this girl, she recently moved to St. Petersburg, but she was very gorgeous. Blonde hair, blue eyes, she was young, she was like 20. She had a 6-pack, she was a gymnast, she's gorgeous, and I really, really, really hope she comes back. I missed the shit out of her. I miss the shit out of this girl, she was amazing. The last night I saw her, she broke the news to me in my new apartment. Came all the way from the club just to tell me that she was leaving, and we spent time together, whatever, before she left the next day. Just like in a movie, like heartbreak, I didn't cry, I almost cried, but it really sucked. But one day I was with her, and I like her very much. I like her a lot. She's done a lot for me, and I do a lot for her. So we're together, I'm buying her drinks, and I buy her friend drinks, just because I respect this blonde girl so much. Now, as we're standing there, this other girl, let's call her Egyptian girl. She looks Egyptian. Actually, Egyptian woman. This lady's older than me. She's like 32. Now, me and the Egyptian girl are really close. Now, what happens with me a lot in Russia, and people don't know, is that when I go out a lot, almost every night I see a girl that I used to mess with or am messing with, but we pretend like we don't know each other. That happens so fucking much. And it was so heartbreaking because it happened the last time I went out on Friday with Jason, my American friends, Andre, and some girl. The one I like the most out of all the girls who I pretend like I don't know, the one I like the most, I saw her and she saw me. And she was walking past me. We both kind of looked at each other with the innocent eye contact, trying to decide whether we should acknowledge each other but we both decided not to, and we pretend like we didn't know each other because she has a boyfriend and he was there. And it's just so heartbreaking, you know? It's so heartbreaking, but hey, that's the game. If you don't like the game, don't play it. That's how it goes out here. I know how to be in Russia, so we pretend like we didn't even know each other. You know, that's what I usually do. But this night, she wasn't giving me that option, this lady. She wasn't giving me the option of pretending like I didn't know her. She was standing next to me, all this stuff, and actually, I'm closer with her than almost any other girl in this city. Any other lady or girl, because she's a lady, but any other girl, lady in this city, because I did something with her and some shit with her that I've never done with other people in this whole city, just her. So yeah, we are pretty fucking close. So as she approached me, of course, she started speaking, and we kind of started whispering to each other. And I was like, what, you want a drink or something? Here, take the money. And I gave her like 2,000 rubles. She goes, no, you're going to buy it for me. And I'm like, all right. So then blonde chick, of course, she's like, what's going on? I'm like, nothing, just, you know, somebody I used to be close to. I'm going to buy her a drink because it's only the right thing. But right after I said that, I immediately kissed the blonde girl to show her, hey, I'm with you tonight. I'm not trying to leave you. I'm not trying to be with some other girl. I'm with you, baby. It's me and you tonight. I'm with you. That's how it goes. I'm just going to buy her a drink out of respect because I've known her for some time. So I bought her like 2 or 3 drinks. Then she started getting a little belligerent, and she tried to get me to leave with her, saying, why don't you leave your little girls here to play with their toys and come with me? And I was like, see, now you're out of line and you need to get out my face. That's what I told her. Like, you're out of, and she has great English. I'm like, now you're out of line and you need to get out of my face. You need to go. And she left. And she looked good. She's very different than a blonde chick. I mean, they both look good in very different ways. The lady, the Egyptian lady, she has like good skin color. She's tall. She's a very good businesswoman. She got money. She's fine as fuck. You know, she's taller than me. That's the only thing. She's taller than me, so it looks weird when we walk together. But yeah, she's fine. But I sent her off because she was being disrespectful. But what I'm saying here is, why did I buy her those drinks and risk my evening with the blonde girl I was with? Why would I do that? Why would I? Just because she looks good? No, it's because we have a history together and she's done things for me that other girls haven't even done. She did it. She's done a lot of things for me out here in Novosibirsk. She's done a lot. Therefore, I do extra for her. And why am I saying this? Well, the reason why I'm speaking about this shit here is I have a friend who's in a situation, not saying any names. And you know, he's been talking to a girl for a long time. And he's been on maybe, 25 dates with this girl. He pays for her every time. And every time I see them together, she's not really giving him much attention. She doesn't treat him differently than any of the other guys at the table. He's just another dude sitting there. No special attention. They've never kissed. They're both adults. Or that never even kissed. These are 2 adults. So basically, I'm trying to help my homie with his problem, because he was telling me about it. So what I did was, because I knew this girl first, I actually knew this girl first, this guy actually knows this girl because of me, I say, hey, maybe I should, just tell her something to maybe help her out if she's having some issues in her head. So I decided to write her a text. And the text I wrote her was, hey, I see you and Andre, give up his name. He doesn't give a fuck. I was like, I see you and Andre are going through some things. All I want to tell you is that, look, he likes you, he's into you, and if you feel the same way, it's time that you show it, because if you don't, I'm afraid you might lose him soon. He might not be next to you anymore. So I advise you to just go ahead and show it if you really have feelings for him, because he's a nice guy. That's what I told her. So apparently the next day, she complains to him that he was talking to me about their problems. She was scolding him for it. And when he told me that she was scolding him for it, I gave up on her. This is what I'm talking about. And I'm going to go in right now. There's a lot of girls out there who think they deserve power for things. They think they deserve power when they have no position in that man's life. You have no position. If you're not a girlfriend, you're not a fiance, you're not a wife, you're not even a woman who gives the slightest sense of satisfaction to this man, what makes you think you deserve power over what he can or cannot do? What makes you, just because you're a beautiful woman, you think you deserve power? There are girls out there who will tell friends, guy friends that they have in the friend zone, not to hang out with other girls because she doesn't like those other girls. not caring if he likes the other girl, not caring if the other girl actually likes him. She's so selfish that she would say, don't hang out with those girls, I don't like those bitches. For no good reason. Maybe they're pretty as well and she's jealous. She's willing to intake the constant compliments, the constant chasing, the constant tongue dragging from this guy that she has in a guy friend. She's so willing to keep that overwhelming attention from him. She's so willing to keep that she's willing for him to be lonely and miserable until she finds the man she wants. Then he can go out and find someone else. There's some women like that. They will drag you around like their little fucking pet because it makes them feel better about themselves. And at the same time, they don't want you around other people too much. They don't want you talking to other people too much. And they have the nerve to not want you to talk to their friends about your situation. Now, I can understand if you were having some problems with your wife, you have some problems with your fiance, and your fiance or wife wanted to keep them private. I understand that all the way. I get that. I mean, it's still debatable there because, best friend and fiance, who the fuck are you supposed to talk to? But when you're a girl who has no position in this guy's life, what makes you think you deserve power? What makes you think you deserve power to say, don't talk to your friends about us? There is no us. What position do you have in my life? If you're a friend zoner, anything that happens between you two is public record. Because you're just friends. It's not even anything sexual going on. How can you claim power when you have no position? No position that deserves privacy. That is unbelievable. The audacity of some women that they feel that they deserve power when they have no position is unbelievable. This is why I don't buy women's meals the first day I meet them. If I just met you, I'm not buying you shit because you have no position in my life. I'm not buying you a goddamn thing. You have no position, therefore you have no power. You're just a friend. And I'm gonna treat you just like I treat all my other friends. The same fucking way. Did you bring your money? I'll let them know before we even go out. That, look, I usually invite people over. It's better to hang out at my house. It's free, it's warm. I don't have to have people staring at me and shit. I'm not too much of a people person in the winter, blah, 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 blah. And if they don't understand that, then I say, fine, we can go out if you really want, and if I really like her. Sure, we can go out, but you have to pay for your half of the meal. Just like that. I'd say it before we even go. And if she disagrees, then fuck it. There's no reason for me to mess with her. Because I'm not paying for it at the beginning because she has no position. Once we get close, once things start to happen, once she starts visiting me more and more and more, she starts to develop a position. She starts to develop a position. And with that position, she starts to develop power. There's even some girls who I've never had sex with, even in this city. Well, there was one. One girl that I never had sex with, she had at one point a very powerful position in my life. Very powerful. I've never even had sex. But she had a very powerful position because she did a lot for me. She kept visiting me. We did things together. We developed a very close relationship. And even though we were into each other, we just never had sex because we thought it was the best idea for us. So she had a position of power. Therefore, she had power. But if you have no power, if you have no position, you don't treat me the way I treat you. We don't have a general understanding of each other. Because you know what? A lot of times in these friend zone relationships, they don't even have a real understanding of each other. And if the girl does understand what that guy wants, she ignores it, pretends as if it's not there. When she knows it's there. She knows goddamn well it's there, but she's going to ignore it. And whatever there is of it that she wants to acknowledge, she's going to use that to her advantage. Whether it's your money, whether it's you praising her to make her feel better about herself. If she's lonely and hungry one night, she knows she could call your ass out, get a meal and a friend. Knowing that you're into her, she doesn't give a fuck. What's sad about it is some of these guys in the friend zone are scared to talk about girls they like around this girl who has them in the friend zone. I'll be around a guy, for example, like, yo man, next to his girl in which he's in the friend zone, I'll be saying shit like, yo, remember that girl with the nice ass, man? Did she have a great ass? Oh, I didn't really look. I'm like, oh my God. You friend zone, you're giving this woman way too much power, man. Way too much power. You gotta stop giving women power when they have no fucking position in your life. They gotta earn it. The same way they make you earn it. Actually, what's sad is, with a lot of women, you can't really earn anything. If they don't like you, they don't like you, period. You know, like, a lot of women kind of know that from the start, if they like you or not. We know if we want to fuck you or not. They kind of know if they like you or not within like the first day. And usually that first day, their minds don't change after that. They're not into you, they're not into you. You know, I mean, some girls can be swept off their feet with romance. That is true. That does happen. That does happen. Way more than it happened with guys. I remember the last time I heard a nigga say, yeah, she ugly, but, yo, she swept me off my feet. Come on. You know what I mean? No. So sometimes they just use you for the attention and the glory that they get from your sobbing ass. They're loving it. They're loving it. Now, I'm not trying to be some woman hater here. I am not MGTOW. Nothing like that. But what I'm just trying to say here is, if you're going to grant a woman power in your life, she has to have a position. How does a woman earn a position? By acknowledging what you want and giving you some of it. Period. If you're friends with a girl, but you make it obvious that, you know, you're into her sexually, and she doesn't respond to that in any sort of way you find to your liking, maybe at least holding her hand, maybe giving you a little kiss before she goes home, anything even a little bit towards what you want, she deserves no power in your life. She deserves no power. Zero power to tell you what to do. Odds are most of you guys who are in the friend zone, or you're with a girl who has power that she doesn't deserve, she's just going to use you continuously and you're just wasting your time. You're racking your brain, you're losing your money, you're stressed out and shit over a woman who doesn't really want you in the first place. And watch how she changes once she actually meets a man she wants. You're a thing of the past, bro. She don't need you. Just wait till she finds that guy she actually wants. You won't be shit. And what's sad is, what's so sad is, a lot of you guys believe these girls word for word. Now, sometimes they're honest, sometimes they're not. But what's sad is when you get the ones who aren't very, very honest, they tell you things like, I'm taking it very slow with you. I haven't kissed you or anything yet because, you know, I don't want to be hurt, this and that. I got to be sure, right? And you believe that. Some new dude comes along that she knew for a week. Next thing you know, they're boyfriend and girlfriend. Then your ass, your sad, depressed, not understanding what's going on ass, is going to approach her and be like, but baby, you said this and that. Well, he's different, you know, true love is blah, blah, blah. Then you're going to feel like a fucking idiot. Get out of there while you can. If she's not earning any position in your life, stop giving her power. We're not going to put a motherfucking, what do they call it? Janitor in a White House in a presidential chair and give him that power for what? He didn't deserve that position. He has no position in the goddamn government. He's just a janitor. That's where he belongs. He deserves to have the power he has for that position, which is cleaning shit. That's his power. Go for it. Don't put him in a presidential seat. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. It will be stupid to listen to him because he doesn't have the fucking experience. He didn't climb the ladder for that position of power. You understand? It's the same way here. Stop giving these women with no position power in your life. Who to talk to, what to do, who to look at. Stop it. Sure, it might hurt you when you stop fucking with them. Sure, it might hurt you when you see them with someone else. But you know what? You're going to get hurt anyway. And you got to get used to it now. You got to get used to it. So that's basically it, guys. Let me know what you think. It's your nyaka, Philko here. And I'm out, nyakos. Later.